So I think there was a technical glitch, and I was getting all your comments here as to there was some amount of problems in terms of reaching while there was a delay also in the slides. So just for the last 4 slides, I checked back and I could see that. I apologize for the same, that for the last 4 slides while I was talking, there was some amount of buffering issues and technical glitches. So we just went back live again, and we thought that we'll finish this last part. I was talking about the PRSI, and the PRSI class being general. As a general rule, people pay 4% as an employee PRSI. Both the classes, A class and S class, both have 4% as an employee side of it. For an employer side, it's 8% and 11% depending on the weekly pay drawn by whether an employee who is actually having its own single director company in terms of contractor services. So just as a standard rule, we would like to say that it's 4%. There are certain other opportunities which I think while I was speaking, this slide was not visible. The opportunities which we have as a PAYE, they are very fairly, as compared to the self-employed, it's less. So what all the schemes which we have around, or which the revenue has declared as a kind of deductibles from your gross pay, have been mentioned over here. So the opportunities which we have is in terms of the pension contribution, number one. There are many people who actually go for the AVC, additional voluntary contributions, over and above the contributions made by their employer and employee in their PAYE role. So the additional voluntary contributions is capped, though, as your age is one of the criteria, and the percentage limit of the taxable portion of your income. So let's say a person is between 30 and 39, and if he wants to contribute, he cannot contribute more than 20% of his taxable income in terms of to get the tax relief. There's also bike to work scheme where a person can save tax up to 520. And for this bike to work scheme, opportunity wise, if you see that it's 520 tax free a year if you go ahead with the bike to work scheme, but this is once in 5 years only. That is very important to note. It's an annual bracket, and depending on which, it's the scheme is also allowed for people after 5 years if they want to upgrade the bike or something like that, but it's once in 5 years only. Assuming that you're earning more than 60k, that is, you're going in the marginal tax rate, 520 applies. The tax saver ticket is another benefit which I think many people do apply for from their employer. If you are not, just kindly contact your employer, and this benefit can be taken while using public transport. Though right now, being the COVID scenario, we are all working from home, but then after that, this is something which you need to keep in mind for the next year. The home carer tax credit is also another tax credit, which if there's a family and one of the spouse is not working and is full-time home as a homemaker taking care of the kids, this credit can be claimed. Medical expenses, particularly which are any kind of unclaimed medical expenses, receipts, GP visit costs, etc., can be claimed back, which are of non-routine nature. Work from home, particularly in the COVID scenario, if there's a portion of utility cost being claimed, there's a benefit over here where in terms of you have a written permission from your employer that you are allowed to work from home, and there are certain other conditions apply. Do go for a professional opinion before claiming this. Claim the third level tuition fees. A portion of your tuition fees can be claimed back again as a deduction as well if you have gone for a full-time course or a part-time course again. And there's a flat rate expenses as well depending on your profession and the conditions at workplace. So that's it for today, and I apologize for the technical glitch. I hope that still you have made through for the most of the information which we have shared. Both these videos are available on our YouTube channel, and you can still go back and check it accordingly. So this will be of help to you. The questions in this case, if you are not able to ask us live, what I'd suggest is that you can either contact us on any of our social media channels, or you can also email us at info@fintechpro.ie. Thanks again, and we hope that you have found this webcast very useful. Appreciate your help, and keep in touch.